Today we'll discuss session initiation protocol SIP in deep drive. So SIP is used in SIP phones. SIP also used in VoNR, voice over new radio. It's a calling feature for 5G SA. Also SIP is used in VoLTE, voice over LTE. It's over 4G calling facility. So both side VoLTE and VoNR IMS will be placed for voice solution. Similar here in VoNR or 5G IMS will be solution for voice, video, SMS. So let's see what we are going to cover. So by the content, we'll discuss today the session initiation protocol SIP. Then we'll discuss SIP call flows. Then we'll discuss SIP early offer call flow. Then we'll discuss SIP delayed offer call flow. Then we'll discuss SIP early media call flow into the detail. Then we'll discuss SIP request and methods and SIP responses. And this topic will mostly prefer when you join our batch. We will discuss into the detail. So session initiation protocol like SIP, it's an open standard peer-to-peer communication protocol used for initiating, maintaining and terminating real-time sessions such as voice, video calls over IP networks. SIP is an application layer protocol, part of TCP IP protocol suites, and it's widely used in VoIP, voice over internet protocol and unified communication system. So open standard peer-to-peer communication protocol for voice and video call. It uses TCP UDP and its port number 5060 and TLS 5061. For secure SIP as SIP by default. Internet Engineering Task Force IETF developed SIP as an alternative to S.323. SIP is a peer-to-peer protocol where internet endpoints, user agents initiate session similar to S.323. SIP uses SDP session description protocol to exchange capability, media IP, port, codec, DTMF, relay and etc. Internet Telephony Service Provider ITSP uses SIP as their standard. Sample SIP log can be downloaded from here by this link. Also we'll share the document. You can write in comment. So let's see the SIP call flows, how it looks like. This call flow based on SIP early offer call flow. Early offer call flow. It means in this call flow, while sending and write, we will kept SDP media related things with the invite request. So it's called SIP early offer call flow. Here suppose it's a Teams phone system, and this is the SBC session border controller, and another side TVDO or PSTN carrier. You can say something, it's a B party and it's a A party, in between SBC is placed. So both the side from party A to SBC SIP protocol will work, and SBC to TVDO or B party also SIP will work. So A party sending invite along with SDP session description protocol. Then SBC sent back behalf of invite its 100 trying to the A party, and on another side SBC is forwarding request as an invite to the B party along with SDP session description protocol. So B party sends 100 trying to SBC, then B party again sending 180 ringing to the SBC. So same SBC sends whatever he is receiving from B party, SBC will forward to the A party, 180 ringing towards A party, and based on invite SDP, the B party is sending 200 OK along with SDP media capability. So SBC also this forward to the A party 200 OK with SDP. Then A party sends acknowledgement to the SBC. SBC will send us ACK message to the B party. So from invite to 200 OK, it's a transaction. It's called transaction. So it's called transaction 1. And also ACK is a act as a transaction. So it's a transaction 2. So after the A completion from A party to SBC, SBC forward to the B party, RTP media will be set up. A party to B party. After communication done, A party will send by message to the SBC. The same message SBC will send to the B party. Behalf of by message, the B party sends 200 OK, and the same message will be forwarded by the SBC toward A party. So from by to 200 OK, it's also called transaction. So transaction 3. In common call flow, 3 transaction will be there. From first invite to 200 OK. Second is between act, is also act as a transaction, and third transaction is from Y to 200 OK. So originator sends the offer SDP in initial invite. Remote party answer SDP exchange in 200 OK response. So hope SIP early media, SIP early offer call flow will be clear. You will never forget about this topic. Mostly in interview they will ask what is early media, what is the delay media. So let's see further call flow. Here we'll see SIP delayed offer call flow. In this call flow, A party like Teams phone and B party like TVLeo. In between SBC is present, session border controller, Along with A party and SBC, the SIP protocol is working. SBC to B party is also SIP session initiation protocol will be work. So in this call flow, A party is sending invite request only. Here nothing as SDP, only sending invite request. So SBC same sending towards with the behalf of invite sender trying to the A party, and same message, same invite request forwarding to the B party. B party's behalf of invite is sending 100 trying, then 180 ringing. So same 180 ringing response is sending SBC towards A party. Then again B party is sending 200 OK behalf of invite request along with his SDP media capability. Whatever codec he is using, he will share in 200 OK message. So same 200 OK message SBC will send to the A party along with SDP B party media capability. So in this call flow, the transaction 1 from invite to 200 OK, it's a T1 transaction 1, and act as a separate transaction, it's a transaction 2. Here A party is sending SDP with acknowledgement packet. So SBC also, this will be forward to the B party, and based on A party and B party will be media negotiation has been done. Whatever the codec will be common in both A and B will be used for the RTP media setup. So after RTP media, A party is sending by towards SBC, same SBC will forward to the TVLU or B party. Then B party is sending 200 OK message. Similar SBC will send to the A party, it's a transaction 3. So is normal call flow, the 3 transaction is there. Remote party sends the offer SDP in 200 OK message. Originator send the answer SDP in ACK message. So this is the SDP delayed offer call flow. Third call flow is SIP early media call flow. Same A party, B party along with SBC, both side working SIP session initiation protocol. So in this call flow, A party is sending invite request along with SDP. SBC is sending 100 trying to the A party and same invite message sending to the B party along with SDP. The P party is sending 100 trying to the SBC towards A party, and also B party is sending 183 ringing progress along with SDP. Same SBC will forward to the A party 183 session in progress. Then A party is sending PRAC message. PRAC is not a final response, it's a provisional response. A party is sending PRAC to the SBC, SBT is same sending to the B party. Behalf of PRAC to B party is sending 200 OK for PRAC, and same SBC will send to the A party. So here the RTP early media will be there. B party is sending towards A party early media. Then finally 200 OK SDP for behalf of invite. B party is sending 200 OK. to the SBC, same forwarding to the A party. Then A party is sending a message. Then RTP will be set up for both the way. Then A party is sending by message, same as we see forwarding to the B party. Then B party is sending 200 OK. As we see, same sending 200 OK for the A party. So in this case, the remote party sends the answer SDP in 183 session progress message. Originator sends the prac for the 183 session progress. So more detail for every packet decoding through the Wireshark or UE simulator, UE related tools like QuakeDM, QK, QuakeDM, QCAT, ELT, Lozal. For this tool, you can connect for more deep learning. Let's see further. SIP request or methods. What is request or method? We will try to cover. SIP request or method are the SIP messages that makes an action. Each method serves a specific purpose in initiating, managing, and terminating SIP sessions, facilitating seamless communication over IP network. So SIP requests like invite, act, buy, cancel, register, option, info, and update all are called SIP request or method. So we'll discuss into the detail invite. So invite used to establish media session between user agents. Invite used to establish media sessions between user agent. When a user wants to start a call, they send invite request. If 200 OK is received from the other party, then originator sends an ACK message for the successful session. In the below example, we have taken the invite message that came from Microsoft Teams site to an SBC. In invite request, we are sending SIP port number 5061, user phone, transport TLS, and it's SIP 2.0. It's a SIP version. It's called complete flow is called SIP URI. SIP URI. Whatever we are sending in invite, it's called SIP URI. In invite request, the header will be there from header, tag number. A from is always originator. In terms of only in register message, the to and from will be same, but we are sending invite request after the registration. So from always from originator side, to always use for destination. Whatever we are sending from the destination sites, it's address of the to. Then C sequence. First invite, call sequence number, each SIP request in same dialog follow same number. Here it's 1. Call ID, per call leg unique identifier. So we can identify through call ID. It's a unique enter the network. Max forward, always value set to 70. So maximum number of hops that a SIP request can transverse before being discarded. It's always decremented by 1 at every hop. It helps to avoid loops. You know why? It provides information about the path that the SIP request has taken and help ensure that response are set back along the same path. In this example, response has to go to this particular IP. Record route IR. Record routes provides the detail about the path taken by the message, similar to Y. But record route used to route the SIP request and method. What is contact? Contact detail about the sender in the originating SIP server specify how to contact the originator. Contact content length, size of message body in white, typically the SDP size. Min SE 300, minimum session expiration time used to avoid frequent refresh request. After 300 seconds, there will be a refresh mechanism. So some supported headers, supported feature or functionality it's capable for handling. User agent microsoft.pstn.hub.cp.roxy like this. So user agent application responsible for generating the SIP message. Content type application SDP type of content contained in message body. Allow, invite, act, options, cancel, buy and notify. It's all allowed. Actions supported by the SIP entity that receives the message. Session expires 300 seconds. Maximum amount of time in seconds that the session can be last before it expire. If no refresh request is received within this time, the session will be considered ended. So this is the SDP, this is the message version, SDP version, originator, session, originator IP address, core network IP address where the other party sends media. M line, audio, RTP, SABP, media ports, codecs, DTMF, relays. It's all about the codecs, media port, DTMF, and relay. So 104 SILK codec with sampling rate of 16 kilohertz, 9 G7 22 G720D codec with a sampling rate of 8 kilohertz, 103 Silk codec with sampling 8 kilohertz, 111 SREN codec with sampling rate of 16 kilohertz, 18G729 codec with sampling rate of 8 kilohertz, G711 MULO codec with 8 kHz, G711 ALO codec with sampling rate of 8 kHz, robust header, robust header compression codec with a sampling rate of 8 kHz, in-band DTMF signaling with sampling rate of 8 kHz, Com 13CN comfort noise codec with sampling rate of 8 kHz, comfort noise codec with a sampling rate of 16 kHz. Duration of each media packet will be 20 milliseconds. So, discussed whatever in invite request, the complete headers, whatever headers is included, discussed. Now we'll discuss this invite along with SDP, so media capability. So this is the codec related to codecs and its sampling rates. Now we'll discuss ACK. ACK used to acknowledge final response to invite request. Final response to the invite request will be 200 OK. Final response to all other requests are never acknowledged. Final response are defined as a 2xx, 3xx, 4xx, 5xx or 6xx class responses. The C sequence number is never incremented for an ACK. The C sequence will be same. It's not incremented for ACK. So in ACK targeting to the URI. So C sequence 1 ACK, it's a new dialog. Then we'll discuss why used to terminate an established media. A session is considered as established if an invite has received as a success class response to XX and ACK has been sent. A buy is sent only by the user agent participating in the session. So it's a buy complete packet. C sequence is increasing 3 by, it's a new dialog. Cancel used to terminate pending all attempt. Cancel is used to terminate pending call attempts. When a originator disconnect the call before the call disconnects, we'll see cancel instead of buy message. So it's all about cancel packet. For more detail, you will connect with us for deep dive and complete practical things you will get. An option used to discover the availability of user agents. The response to the request list the capability of the user agent or server. It works as a keep alive mechanism. So option, just option headers related to things. Then we'll discuss SIP responses. So informational 1xx, the informational class of response 1xx are end-to-end responses and used to indicate a call progress. Informational responses under trying. This special case response is only hop by hop request. It is never forwarded. It's never forwarded. 180 ringing. This response is used to indicate that user agent has received the invite and that alerting has taken place. 182 call queued. This response indicates that the invite has been received and will be processed in a queue. 183 session progress indicates information about the session progress. Information about the session progress. 183 is an end-to-end response. A typical use of this response is allowed to UAC to hear ringtone, busy tone, or recorded announcement. 183 session progress can have SDP and PRAC used to acknowledge it. A one-way media connection is established from the calling party telephone switch to the card party telephone switch in the PSTN prior to the call being answered. So before being answered a call, one-way media connection is established. Success 2xx. Success class responses indicates that the request has succeeded or has been accepted. The 200 OK is a final response used to accept a session invitation. Sometimes it has a body that media properties SDP of US call party. 202 accepted response indicates that US has received and understood the request, but that the request may not have been authorized or processed by the server. Redirect 3xx. Server has turned possible location. The client should retry request at another server. Generally sent by SIP server, acting as a redirect server in response to an invite. So 300 response, multiple choice, multiple contact headers fields, which indicates that the location service has returned multiple possible locations. They should be tried to order in which they were listed in the response. So 301 moved permanently. This redirection response contain a contact header filled with the new permanent URI of the called party. The address can be saved and used in future invite request. 302 moved temporary. This redirection response contain a URI that is currently valid but not permanent. During call forward situation, we will see 302. During call forward situation, we will see 302. 305 use proxy. This redirection response contain a URI that point to proxy server. 380 alternative services. This response return a URI that indicates the type of service that the call party would like. An example might be redirect to a voicemail server. Client error. The request has failed due to an error by the client. The client may retry the request. The 4xx is totally based on client behavior or client error. So 400 bad request. This response indicates that the server did not understand the request. 401 unauthorized. This response indicates that the request requires the users to perform authentication and authentication may fail. 402 payment required. This response is placeholder for the future definition in SIP protocol. It could be used to negotiate call completion charges. 403 forbidden. This response is used to deny a request. 403. This response is used to deny a request. 404 not found. This response indicates that the user identified by the request URI cannot be located by the server. 405 method not allowed. This response indicates that server or user agent had received and understood a request but is not willing to fulfill the request. For example, might be a register request sent to user agent. 406 not acceptable. This response indicates that the request cannot be processed due to requirement in the request message. 407 proxy authentication required. 407 proxy authentication required. This request sent by proxy indicates that the UAC must first authenticate itself with the proxy before the request can be processed. 408 request timeout. This response is sent when an expire header field is present in an invite request. The specified time period had been passed. 415 unsupported media type. This response sent by the user agent indicates that the media type contained in invite request is not supported. For example, a request for video conference to a PSTN gateway that only handles telephone calls will result in the response. 480 temporary unavailable. This response indicates that the request has reached the correct destination, but the call party is not available for the some reason. The region phrase should be modified for this response to give the caller a better understanding of the situation. The response should contain a retry after header indicating when the request may be fulfilled. 483 too many hops. This response indicates that the request has been forwarded the maximum number of times as said by the max forward header in the request. 486 busy here. The response is used to indicate that the user agent is busy. This response is equivalent to the busy tone in the PSTN. 487 request terminated. For pending invites to terminates the request. So 5xx it shows the behavior of server or related server errors. The request has failed due to an error by the server. The request may be retried at another server. 50 not implemented. 501 not implemented. This response indicates that the server cannot process the request because it is not supported. This response can be used to decline. These responses can be used to decline a request containing a unknown method. 502 bad gateway. This response is sent by a proxy that acting as a gateway to another network and indicates that some problem in the other network is preventing the request from being processed. 503 service unavailable. This response indicates that the requested service is temporarily unavailable. The request can be retried after a few seconds or after the expiration of the retry after header failed. 405 gateway timeout. This response indicates that the request failed due to timeout encounter in that other network to which gateway connects. 505 version not supported. This response 505 version not supported. This response indicates that the server has refused the request because of the SIP version number of requests. There is only one version, SIP version 2 currently implemented. So 6 access its total global behavior shows the request has failed. The request should not be tried again at this or other servers. 600 busy everywhere. If there is possibility that the request could be answered in other location, this response should not be sent. 604 does not exist anywhere. The response is similar to the 404 not found response, but indicates that the user in request URI cannot be found anywhere. 606 not acceptable. This response can implement session negotiation capability in SIP. This response indicates that some aspect of the desired session is not acceptable to the US, so the session can not be established. The response may contain warning header filled with numerical code precisely was not acceptable. So thanks for watching this video. For more detail, you will connect with our team below numbers, and this is our website. If you want to master in SIP, VoIP, IMS, and Cisco related course.